Decided to vlog this experience. Now, normally when I'm starting a new project or doing anything new, I usually just take pictures and little video clips here and there, and I'm still going to do that, but I've never really fully like recorded myself through the process, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do that with this project. So what am I working on? It looks like someone's going to have a baby sister. Oh. Yes, friends, I am working on Workbook 2, and I am super excited because so many of you have shared some really positive reviews of my very first workbook, AppliedESL Life Skills Student Workbook. And I've been thinking for a while, should I do another workbook or should I just leave it alone? I said, you know what? We're going to do another workbook. So yes, so I already started the process of that yesterday. Today is Thursday, February 18th. As you can see, this is how I look at home, friends. So I'm not looking too fabulous, but it's okay. I haven't been feeling well, to be very honest with all of you. So I've made the decision to kind of take some time off of social media and really just focus on Dara, because this is not just physical but mental. I really need to take better care of me, and one way to take care of me is let's start by breathing, sleeping, and focusing on the things that makes me happy, and not worrying too much about how much content I'm posting on social media and all that, because it's good to put time into your social media, don't get me wrong, but after a while it can become very stifling, and sometimes the more free you give, the more people want from that. But at the end of the day, you have a business, you would like to make money in your business, you would like to see your business grow, and in order for that to happen, yes, you do need to share content and let people know what you're doing, but you also have to make sales and you still have to run your business, right? So I really am doing a kind of like a reversal a little bit, and I'm going to explain right now. I have a new phone now, which is so awesome, because my old phone, I couldn't switch the camera, so I feel fancy right now. Ooh, how nice. So I'm so excited I can't even talk, so forgive me. So this is the process in real time, okay? So I have my laptop and I have my beautiful terabyte. Of course, always represent your brand. And I want to share this with you. So this was on my terabyte case because I love smileys. I'm a believer, so you gotta represent. And then, and of course, I am a rock collector. This is citrine. And if you know anything about crystals or minerals, citrine is good for prosperity. So it's actually recommended that if you're looking for any type of prosperity in your life, if you want good luck for your business, you should have citrine. So why not? And then there's this little friend here that this is the first time I'm sharing this publicly. I actually made this myself. Yes, stay tuned because I have a big announcement about this coming up very soon. And then of course I have my outline. So again, it's not that beautiful, friends, but just want to get some ideas of what the workbook's going to be about. And then of course I have my first one as a guide. So let me sit down. Before I sit down, let me just go back up to the goals. What do I want for the dream? And even though I did this back in 2016, I keep it up to this day because these are my reminders of why I started this process for AppliedESL, why I am a business owner, why am I still an ESL teacher. And if you look right here at the top right corner, it says simple and fun process. Yeah, so let's talk about that. So if you're wondering, Teacher Dara, why are you writing a second workbook? Okay, well, the reason why I want to write a second workbook is because I've always admired the days when I used to work for a nonprofit, and the representative from, say, a publishing company would come to us and bring sample books and do a whole presentation about their newest books and materials, and it was just so fascinating to see that. And I remember being in the meeting as a new teacher, like, wow, that's pretty cool. And these books were usually from a series, right? So it wasn't just book A and that's it. It was book A and then book A1 and then A2, etc., etc. So I don't know, something about that really, really fascinated me, and I'm thinking, how cool it would be if one day I have a workbook or a textbook, you know? And so here we are. That was many years ago. Let me say this has to be back in like 2006, 2007. And when I had the opportunity to publish my first book, I was so happy and excited, you know, but I did it really just for personal fulfillment. And I'm so thankful to the people who bought my first book, and it's out there. It's on Amazon, so do check it out. And then once I realized that my workbook was done in 2017, I was so happy. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do now? The problem back then was that, one, I needed to become legal, meaning that I had to, you know, make sure my name is legal, make sure I have all my paperwork, because when you start a business, this is important. So that didn't happen until 2019. And so when 2019 came around and I became a full-fledged LLC, limited liability corporation, I'm like, great, now I can push this book through. And yeah, that's the story. So when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, you know, feeling good, feeling accomplished, and I'm so happy that so many people out there really like it. Here we are in 2020. You know what happened in 2020. We don't even have to talk about it, but I created video lessons that accompanies the workbook. 2019, you published your workbook. 2020, you published your video lessons. You're good, right? You're done. I really felt like, okay, I'm done. But something was just itching. You know how you get the itch? You know, there's something in you that says, I'm not done yet. And so my first thought was, maybe I should create worksheets. But then a light bulb popped in my head. And I was talking to my best friend, my partner in crime, my beautiful mom. And she said, why don't you make worksheets for your second workbook? I said, second workbook? Because I hadn't said anything to her about it. She said, yeah, second workbook. I'm like, Mom, are you serious? Am I really going to do a second workbook? She said, you should. Yeah, why not? I'm like, yeah, why not? So it is approximately 11:56 p.m. On Thursday, February 25th, and I want to show you the latest of what I just finished. So let's go. So you can see the time is here in real time. So I did this one already. I did this about a week ago, Unit 1, which is informal English conversation. I don't know if I actually recorded when I finished, so I'm just going to do so now. So as you can see here, I introduced New York City slang, and then give a little Dara Says, of course, and this is what I've just finished working on, which is the interview questions and answers. So in workbook 1, I talk about pretty much everything, an overview of job searching, the do's and don'ts of going on an interview, and on the video lessons I go more in depth. But in this workbook 2, I decided to really focus on the most common interview questions. Now, so as you can see, friends, I am super happy because we're already at Unit 3 already. And I will tell you, I feel like this workbook will be done a lot sooner than the first one, simply because, you know, the first one, I had no idea how to go about it. I had a huge outline and a whole lot of stuff. But I'm a believer that anything is possible. And even if you're not feeling your best, and even if you are going through health issues, you still can accomplish your goals. And my biggest goal in this life is to be comfortable. And so if I have to be uncomfortable now and work on my products and just put it out there, I feel this will become my passive income. You know, the work has already been done, it's out there. Books are timeless. When it comes to materials for education, they are timeless. You can recycle it and reuse it 100 zillion times. So that's what makes me feel so proud to be able to create something like this, because it's timeless, you know, and they're life skills. So these are things that, of course, in time, little changes here and there, but for the most part, the core of this is being able to use the English language to survive, to be able to accomplish these life skills that we all have to go through in all languages for the most part. So that's my little update, and yeah, I'm really excited, so let's go. So today is Saturday, March 6th, 2021. It is approximately 9:37 p.m. and I just finished working on Unit 4 process. I'm really surprised how quickly this is moving along. Not that I'm trying to rush through it, but I'm really happy and proud that I have the opportunity to do this. As you can see, this is my comfortable workwear when I am working on my pretty much any project that is. And we start off by, of course, asking what is shopping, giving a little definition, and then I just added a little grammar because sometimes, from my experience, students have a hard time knowing the difference between shopping and shop. And the reason why is because the verb is to shop, but shopping is also a verb. It's actually present continuous. So for my grammar friends out there, you will learn, for example, if you say, I am shopping, you're really talking about an action, something you are doing in the moment, continuously. Or you can say, I shop at whatever store you shop at. So they're both verbs. However, if you want to say something like, I love to go shopping, shopping becomes a noun. So you're basically saying that you love, you feel to do something or to go somewhere to do something. So in this case, I love to go is the verb, shopping. So there you have it, friends. I'm super excited. The goal is to finish this workbook as soon as possible because I have another project that I started to work on and I would like to finish that as well, but that's going to take a little more time, and so this is why I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible with this workbook. So very excited. Thank you so much for watching, and let's continue with the process. Yay! So I'm happy to say that on June 3rd, 2021, at 9:43 p.m., I finished Unit 12, Making an Emergency Call 911. And the topic is to know how to make a 911 call depending on the situation. For example, like fire, police, ambulance, burglary, robbery, injury. And then, of course, 911, what is your emergency? And I'll just scroll down to show you. And then students get a chance to practice using this in their own words, using the vocabulary words. And then there's a little reading of a TV advertisement on what to do if you have to call 911, some vocabulary, and then a little writing assignment, write 5 sentences using the vocabulary words as you see here. So I had all the pictures except for hand wash. So the hand wash is an addition to the pictures that were already there. So for example, how do you wash your clothes? Do you take your clothes to the laundromat or do you hand wash and hang your clothes dry? So thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I will do a follow-up to show you how I went about completing the Appendix B, the definitions, and see which are the answers to exercises. And then once the book is complete and ready to be published, I will definitely come back and show you the final project, and then we'll be done. So the time now is 8:33 p.m. and it is Tuesday, July 27, 2021. And as you can see, I redid my preview lesson worksheets because I started off doing them here on my PowerPoint. And I'll show you an example. Let me go to the beginning of this. Book 2 is, instead of having exercises with the preview lessons as I did in Workbook 1, I decided to create worksheets so teachers can make copies of this. If they decide to buy the digital format of this workbook, of course they can just digitally have individual copies of these workbooks, and they'll get a chance to distribute it to their students. I did make a change for this. The original picture I had, I decided to change it, put a little more personal touch to this. And then what time is it? And these, let me just say as a teacher tip, I bought these, what is they called? Templates, and it is used for commercial use, so that's why they look so gorgeous, because if I had to create my own clock, we would be here all day. But yeah, that's what I did. And yeah, so far so good. I'm so proud of myself. The process of Workbook 2 being printed out. Yay! It is now 11:53 p.m., 9/14/2021, September. Let's do this. Here we go. I'm gonna take a picture first. Okay. All right, here we go. Yay! Yay! This is always the best part. Yay! Here it is. Here it is. Woohoo! Oh, wow. Yay. Look who has a baby sister.
Aww, congratulations.
Welcome to the AppliedESL Life Skills Student Workbook 2. This workbook is a continuation of Workbook 1. The only difference is in this workbook we are going to learn about New York City slang, as well as some other topics that focuses on everyday skills in our daily lives. Try your best. Before I drum roll, please. Yay! And this workbook also focuses on life skills. It's a continuation of Workbook 1, just introducing new topics such as hair salon, barbershop. There's a reason why I wore this wig, darling, yes. Do you like it? It's my first time wearing this wig. Also topics about how to make an emergency phone call, 911 to be exact. And something that I get requested all the time from students, and that is New York City slang informal conversations. So I introduced all of these things in this workbook, as well as many, many more things. So I'm really happy to be able to present this to not just my teachers and students, but also to people out there like yourselves who just want to support your girl, which I appreciate. Both workbooks are available on Amazon. Workbook 1 has the book form like this, the paperback, as well as Amazon Kindle. Book 2 is only available in the paperback. I'm going to try my best to convert this into Amazon Kindle. Unfortunately, I'm having some technical difficulties, but again, if I'm not able to, then you can still get your hands on this workbook. It is a bit smaller than the first one. Okay, so we can do a little quick comparison. Okay, so this one's a little thicker than this one. This is the best part. Worksheets, for example. Let me talk to my teachers for a moment. You have many different options, okay? You can choose the workbooks, you can choose the worksheets, or the video lessons. And in the video lessons, you know, your students will have a chance to see Teacher Dara and can practice how to say certain vocabulary words. There are different scenarios that I do act out, so you get more of a personalized feel to the lesson. And I also offer one-to-one tutoring. So if you are a teacher and let's say you have a student that just needs that extra practice, send them my way, okay? Because here at AppliedESL, I am your beginner or your supplement, which just means that you can start with me and move on, or you can have your own teachers and you just need additional practice. That's where I come in. I strongly believe that it takes all teachers to help our students. So I'm not here to steal students away. In fact, I'm here to empower them to work with a variety of teachers in order for them to gain the knowledge that they need. So yes, friends, I have a lot of different things going on. Please check out my website, AppliedESL.com, for all your learning needs. It's budget friendly. I get this a lot on my Instagram page. How much are your services? How much are your products? And I can't pay, and I don't know if I want to, and all this stuff. There's something for everyone's budget. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Always try your best, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you all so much. And stay fabulous though. Oh yes, quick story time. I bought this hair maybe earlier this year, and to be very honest with all of you, I didn't know if I liked it. I was like, oh, I don't know if it's too light, whatever. But for some reason, I put it on again today, and I'm just like, Let me do a still for YouTube. I'm a mess. Anyway, so yes, so stay beautiful. Thank you all so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.